All right, let's just dive right in. Journaling, it's having a huge comeback. It's this incredible tool for getting to know yourself, but now we're living in this super digital world, and that's created a big question. Do you go old school with a classic pen and paper, or do you lean into the convenience of a digital app? Today, we're going to break down that very debate, paper versus pixels.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Our minds can be really busy, kind of chaotic places. Journaling, no matter how you do it, is all about learning to navigate that ocean. It's about clearing out the mental clutter so you can actually make room for the thoughts that count. It's like your own personal lighthouse in a storm.
So why is everyone talking about this right now? Well, this number right here, it's a huge part of the story. Since just 2020, there's been a 43% jump in people using digital journaling apps. That's massive. Technology is clearly reshaping this age-old practice, making it easier to get into than ever before.
Yeah, with all this new tech popping up, you gotta wonder, right? Is the classic notebook turning into some kind of relic? Is the sheer convenience of an app making the physical act of writing a thing of the past? That is the big question we are going to dig into.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about the charm of paper. Then we'll jump into the power of digital. After that, we'll put them head-to-head in a little showdown, and we'll wrap up by helping you figure out what your perfect fit might be. Let's get to it.
First up, the OG, the original, the classic pen and paper journal. Look, there's a reason this method is stuck around for centuries. It's a physical, sensory thing that a screen just can't touch. Going analog is all about that physical connection. The way the pen feels in your hand, the sound of a page turning, it actually forces you to disconnect from all the pings and notifications and just be present. Plus, you have total freedom to doodle in the margins, paste in ticket stubs, whatever you want. And the fact that it's slower, that's not a bug, it's a feature. It makes you slow down and really think a bit deeper.
And get this, there's actually some real science to back this up. Studies have shown that the physical act of handwriting can boost your performance on conceptual questions by a whopping 25% compared to just typing. It's like our brains are just wired differently for it. The process helps lock in memories and understanding in a way typing doesn't. And this quote from writer and artist Jenny Lee just nails the feeling. For a lot of people, paper journaling is an art. Finding that perfect notebook with just the right paper or a pen that glides just so, it's not just a small detail, it's a real source of joy that makes the whole experience so much richer.
All right, let's flip the script and talk about the modern challenger, the digital journal. This is all about using technology to make journaling faster, smarter, and way more integrated into our crazy busy lives.
And the first thing you notice, the most obvious advantage, is speed. The average person writes by hand at maybe 13 words per minute, but we type at around 40. When you're trying to capture a thought before it vanishes, that speed can be the difference between getting it all down or losing the moment completely. But it's not just about speed, right? The practical advantages of going digital are just immense. You can instantly search through years of entries. You can drop in photos, videos, even voice memos, turning your journal into this rich multimedia diary. Your thoughts are safe behind passwords and encryption. It all syncs across your phone, your tablet, your computer, and it's all backed up automatically. Some apps even use AI to help you spot patterns in your own moods and habits. It's pretty wild. As journalist Justin Pott says here, these features are just so compelling. When you can set reminders to actually build the habit, and you can search for anything you've ever written, for a lot of people, going digital is almost a no-brainer. Okay, so we've seen what both sides bring to the table. Now it's time to put them head-to-head and see how they really stack up on the things that matter most.
Looking at them like this, you can really see the trade-offs. Digital is the hands-down winner on speed, security, and accessibility. You can't beat having your journal right on your phone. But paper offers this totally different kind of creativity, that free-form, tactile experience. And when it comes to cost, yeah, apps can have a subscription, but let's be real, a serious stationary habit can add up too.
Now, this next number, this one really surprised me. A full 68% of people admit that they hold back from writing freely in a paper journal. And why is that? It's because you can't just easily edit or rearrange things. That fear of making a mistake or creating a messy page actually stops them. Digital apps, of course, completely solve this. You can erase, rewrite, and move stuff around as much as you want. So after all that, which one is better? Well, the answer is neither of them. See, the best journaling method isn't universal. It's deeply, deeply personal.
It's not about which one is better on paper, but which one actually fits into your life and meets your needs. And this is so important. You don't have to pick a side. This whole idea that it's an either-or battle is just not true. In fact, one of the best and most popular solutions is to simply use both.
So, how do you find your system? Well, first, just take a second to reflect. What do you really need? Is it portability and privacy, or is it a creative escape? Then, just experiment. Give each one a real shot for a couple of weeks and see what feels right. And finally, really consider that hybrid system, which, for so many people, ends up being the best of both worlds.
A perfect example of this in action comes from writer Jessica Lieb. After a hand surgery made writing tough for her, she went hybrid. Now she uses a digital app for what she calls thought dumps, just quick notes to clear her head during the workday. But she still uses a physical journal for that slower, deeper brainstorming on her personal projects. It's a perfect mix of efficiency and mindfulness.
And sometimes the choice you make isn't just about you. Jenny Lee makes such a powerful point here. She chooses paper because she wants to model that screen-free analog behavior for her kids. Your choice can also be about the kind of lifestyle and the values you want to put out into the world. At the end of the day, whether you're typing on a glowing screen or scribbling in a notebook, the real benefits are the same. As author Brian Collins puts it, the simple act of getting your thoughts out of your head helps you think clearly, can make you a better writer, and hey, it's cheaper than therapy. Can't argue with that.
So the most important thing is just to start. Your thoughts, your memories, your story, it's all valuable. It deserves a place where it can be captured. The only real question left is how are you going to choose to write it?